under his power.
God allowed it.
Okay, God allowed it. That's not how, though.
Oh.
When God cast him out of heaven, he was cast out.
Yeah, but that's not how.
Humans are
Well,
wide
he
open
sinned.
to his direction.
Okay, wide open his direct. How does he direct the world?
Who?
Satan. How does he do it?
Through our sinful nature. It gets in our head.
Okay, Satan has brought corruption and deterioration to the world. That's how he did it. Corruption and deterioration. The world is passing away. The world is corruptible, deteriorating, and will eventually be destroyed, and God will give us a new one. Okay? Also, it means that Satan has affected governments and society of the world. That's how he affects the world. He gets into governments. He gets into organizations. He gets into schools. He gets into the educational system. Satan infects the world with sin and evil and rebellion. See how you... Go ahead.
The deeper question would be, how does Satan do that?
Okay. How does he do it?
Well, we took prayer out of schools,
There you go.
and now we have demons coming in, killing the kids.
Yeah.
We used to pray,
Exactly.
How did he do that?
right?
He uses people.
Degrading.
He preys upon the natural, sinful nature of mankind. Huh?
The unregenerate mind is
There you go.
like
Yes.
clay for him.
Yep. Yeah. Unregenerate mind. Good. Very good.
He desensitizes
Yeah.
people to sin.
Yep.
You know, what was sin before is no longer sin.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
that's for sure.
Isn't that how America's going?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, big time.
That's how America's going right now. Nothing is good or evil anymore. Now it's all relative.
Yeah.
I
Whatever makes you
tell,
happy.
yeah. I was telling my son-in-law, I think a couple of weeks ago, he's up there. I said, I wouldn't want to be a school teacher today. How do you teach these kids good from evil, right from wrong, when you got an atmosphere? And I pray for him every day. I think, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know how to be a teacher. For you too, I don't know how you do it. They'd probably fire me in 1 week. Them saying, you can't talk like that. You can't act like that. That's wrong. Yeah.
Cultural perversity.
Yeah.
Because they want you to accept anything that comes down the
Down the pike, yeah.
Yeah, but
except Christ.
right.
Right.
It's a one-way street
Right.
for them.
That's right.
Exactly.
Everything, I work for the state too, so I know.
Yeah, you know, yeah.
It's horrible.
What about school, Gary? Do you have to teach all the? I mean, you can't preach against, you can't talk against Muslims and how wrong they are. Or,
If it's a like a history class where you go through the different religions,
You just teach it.
You just teach facts. So I mean, when we were taught, when I was teaching ancient Roman Christianity, I could bring the Bible in.
Okay.
And no problem with that. But you can't preach opinions or anything.
So you can't, you couldn't say, but this is what I believe. You couldn't say that as a teacher.
I don't. I just similarly, I don't say what I believe as far as political.
Right.
either.
Okay. You just open up a can of worms, huh?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if they really want to know, I think I can say it, but I can't say that that's truth.
I got you. Yeah, it's difficult, you know. Back when I was a kid, boy, my teachers taught me right from wrong, and if we did wrong out back, I got slapped, man. Those teachers, they come on outside. I remember my shop teacher. Holy cow, you didn't cross him. You know, you got about you back talk him, he'd take you out back and smack you one. You know.
Now you'd hurt his self-esteem.
Oh, my physical education coach, who taught Jim, Mr. Taranowicz, never forget his name, and he was muscular. He could have passed Mr. Universe type thing. He had arms like that. So he lined us up one day, and he says, "I want you all to line up now, and this is what I want you to do." Two guys said, "Well, you can't tell me what to do." He literally took one kid by the neck, and slammed him right against the wall. He said, "What?" He dropped him and never had a problem after that. I said, "I ain't crossing that guy." But today, if you did that, you'd be slapped with a lawsuit, you
I
know.
had a moral revelation right
Oh my goodness, he was a tough coach, tough coach. But you know what? It's interesting. At the end of the year, everyone in that room respected him. Yeah, they respected him.
Probably still do to this
Yeah,
day.
he was a different kind of guy. I remember we played a football game. The coaches were just bad. You know what he did? About the fourth call or something in the first period, he said, "Okay, these coaches they're obviously there for the other school, you know."
The referees.
The referees, yeah, referees. And what he did is there was a bad call. You know what he did? That's it. We're gone. Bye. See ya. They left the game. He says, "Get on the bus. We're going out." He left the game. They forwarded the game. Yeah. I thought it was weird. So be careful of the wicked one. He affects governments, societies, the world. He'll hit any organization with anything to try to destroy it. He affects the world with sin, lust, evil, pride, rebellion, and it's all against God. It's all against God. Never forget that. The world is not as God created it. Always remember that. Amen? When He created this world, it was perfect. Until Satan hit our first parents. And from that point on, the world got corrupted.
It's deception too that's so evil. You know, people are just deceived to believe lies.
Yeah, and they're easily deceived
Yes,
today.
they're complacent.
Yeah,
They don't want to know.
They don't want to
They don't
know.
want to know.
Willingly ignorant.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, just look at this case with, Phil Robertson. I'm just surprised he went on that interview because the liberals always set up Christians.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
Sarah Palin,
Yeah.
Dan Quayle,
Yeah.
they make him look stupid, Ronald Reagan, he's
Yeah.
dumb, he's stupid. It's the same line all the time. Now, everything that this guy says, he talks about sin, he took it out of context, he
Right.
misquoted it,
Yeah.
and he's vile and vulgar.
Homophobe and.
You know, and-
He did apologize, though, didn't he?
He said that vile is too graphic.
He clarified.
He clarified it. That's okay.
Because they.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. That's how it is
They
today.
still
Quoted the
take it out
Bible.
of context, because the only thing everybody's focused
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
is,
The sad thing is, anybody could open up a Bible and see for themselves, but nobody will do that.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a Canadian minister that talked about the Muslim faith in a church in Canada. They arrested him, and they made him do probation in a Muslim church, in a Muslim mosque.
Yeah. Yeah. Be careful.
Here,
Be careful.
It's happening.
It's happening here. Watch for Waterbury. Watch for Waterbury in about 5-6 more years.
yeah.
There's a huge mosque down there finished.
Listen to this.
They're going to light the new cross on Holy Land in Waterbury tonight for the first time.
Yeah.
The mayor of Waterbury was on the news this morning touting that because of the large Albanian population in Waterbury, we have a lot of Muslims here, and they had a fundraiser to help us.
Raise
Holy
money
Land,
for
raise
Holy
money
Land.
for-
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I said,
you
well, I
know
wonder what the alternative motive is there.
Yeah.
Now, is that being cynical? I don't believe so. I
I
believe
just-
Yeah.
we know how Islam operates.
Yeah. Yeah, be
How
interesting.
Satan operates.
Yeah. Remember, he's an angel of light.
Amen.
That's right.
Yeah, he's an angel of light. Remember that.
Just like they won't allow to build a Christian church that got blown up when the Twin Towers came down, but the mosque went up.
But the mosque went up.
The church cannot,
I know, yeah, yeah.
will not allow the church to go up.
I think today, the way it's going, you know what Jesus said, you got to be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. We really got to use some wisdom here. Like with that situation, I think if somebody would have really camped on that, they probably would have gone to jail. They probably would have, somebody would have stopped them. And so probably that congregation says, is it worth the fight? Is it worth going to jail? Is it worth, I mean, you can, so they're probably thinking, well, I'll let this go and start it somewhere else or build it somewhere else than to fight, the system. It's difficult today, people. All I can tell people today is, as Christians, if you're going to take a stand, be prepared to suffer for it. You got to be prepared to suffer for it. Because one day it's going to happen. Okay? You're going to mention Jesus, you're going to mention Bible, you're going to take a stand for something. And it might be something small. I was thinking of us, Jim. because we carry. Well, I dropped my wife off to work this morning,